Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. I know it's Sunday and it's supposed to be the day of rest, but it really isn't a day of rest round here. I don't know the word rest. I very rarely rest, and I think I might have spoken about the fact that I find it very difficult to relax at times. I probably don't even do it while I'm on holiday, although I'm going to try my damnedest this year. Amongst other things I'm planning to do while I'm there, but that's not why I came on today. So I want to follow up on the short that I just posted, which I called it Pain, and I basically took about 5 minutes, if that, to write that poem. And I wanted to briefly talk about pain today, and not physical pain. I want to talk about emotional pain, and I want to talk about how we can use our pain and turn it into power. And I think that is the only way that we should treat pain. I believe that now, that is the only way that we should look at pain. I know pain is not nice, and I know emotional pain is not nice, but it is a fact of life, and we can't go through life without experiencing pain. That's just how life is, I'm afraid. My book, Pieces of Me, was solely based around what I experienced during my years in an abusive relationship. I have experienced quite a lot of pain since then, and my personal perspective on, okay, there's different types of pain and there's different types of emotional pain. Obviously we have the pain of grief, which is beyond words. That, I know how I felt when I lost my parents, particularly my father, but also my mother as well, even though I didn't have a good relationship with my mother. That takes a long, long time, and I don't know if you ever do. I think you just, I know for a fact that they wouldn't want you to sit around crying all day and feeling sorry for yourself. I know that they would want you to live your life as best you can, and I think we honour them in doing that. I think we honour them in doing that, and by following their ethic code and the principles that they placed in us on how we should live our life. And I know that, well, maybe I would, I don't know, I'm not sure. I would like to relive what I went through in an abusive relationship, but I know that my father was, and you've heard me talk about my father, but the pain of grieving is something entirely different to the pain that is inflicted upon someone deliberately. Deliberately inflicted upon someone. And I think that a lot of what goes on, as far, and I'm probably recapping what I've already mentioned in other videos. It is generational trauma which has been passed down through the bloodlines from father to son, from mother to daughter, and they don't know any other way. But, and it is a big but, I am afraid, and I am not even sorry that I cannot find it in my heart to feel any kind of sympathy for anyone who deliberately inflicts pain on someone else. You cannot use your shitty childhood as an excuse. And I've spoke about this before, that when you choose to hurt somebody, it's not a thing that is a reckless, it's an off the cuff thing that you just think, momentarily. It's not, because every action taken is preceded by a thought. Every action taken is preceded by a thought. So you already have the thought in your head that you want to hurt somebody, and then you carry it out in whatever way your weapon of choice is. And there is, believe me, amongst the realms of narcissistic behaviour, there is a huge arsenal of weapons that are used to try and destroy someone. And I could sit here and I could name them one by one, but I don't think that would even begin to cover it. It would not begin to cover it. There's belittling. There's withholding affection. There's withholding intimacy. There's love bombing. There's all sorts of different weapons that I would class as a deliberate act of trying to hurt somebody. Now, I don't want to know. I actually don't give a flying what you get out of it. I know that for you, and if you do this type of thing, it's a power trip. It's a power trip. Pure and simple. It's a power trip. Yeah, it's if it wasn't so, I don't know, I can't find the word I'm looking for, I'm sorry, I'm lost. But for somebody, nobody in this world, not you nor I, not the King of England, not the millionaire, not the beauty queen. No one sits that high that it is justified in projecting your pain onto someone else. And I am not sorry that you had a shitty childhood. I'm not sorry you had a shitty childhood. It does not give you the right. It does not give you the right. No one has the right No one has the right. No one. And I will shout and scream about abuse and narcissistic behaviour and gaslighting until I'm blue, because it is not acceptable, but I know it is rife, and it is more rife than most people are willing to admit. It's rife in workplaces, it's rife in the playground, it's rife everywhere. Why? Why? But actually, do you know what I mean? Why? I don't care why. I really don't care why. Because I put my head down on my pillow at night and I know that I have not deliberately hurt anyone in a bid to feel grandiose or important, because I am no more important than the man that sweeps the streets, or, for that matter, the man that's sitting in the high street begging for pennies. I am not. I am human. I am a human being, and I only know how to love. But, I will finish on this point, and I'm letting this video run on. Here's a word of warning for anybody that wants to get involved with somebody who has narcissistic traits. No amount of love will make them treat you any better, because the narcissist does not know the word love. They're incapable of love. They are incapable of love. And you will waste years of your life doling it out, spooning it out, to make them feel good, to make them feel important, in a bid to win their love. They don't know how to love. And that is not your problem, nor my problem. But I will shout and scream about narcissism, abuse, gaslighting, because it is not necessary. It is not necessary. And I'm just following up on the video that I made earlier. You take your pain. If you have had generational pain passed down to you, or any kind of pain passed down to you, you take it and you use it. You use it for good, and you use it to empower other people, to give them the strength if they're not strong enough yet to fight back. But you don't ladle it out on good people who do not deserve it. You know, it's not acceptable. It's really not. And that's the reason why I made the poem. Pain, yes, it's not nice. It's not nice. But it's even worse to inflict pain. And I could go around trying to destroy every man that I come in contact with to make up for what was done to me. I will never do that. I will never do that. Never. I would rather bite out my own veins than inflict pain on anyone else. I have taken my pain and I have turned it into power. and I am trying to empower others to do the same. That is the way to use pain, not to send it all the way down the line through the generations. This is how it all started, and it must stop. It has to stop. I've let this video run on, but I needed to come on and make this video. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I did get the webcam as I mentioned, but I haven't set it up yet, so I'm going to try and set it up if I get a minute. But yesterday with the interview dropping with Michelle, it was quite a bit manic on WordPress with comments and stuff like that, you know. So yeah, it was a bit manic, but that's what I need to do it, you know, because I don't think. And then if it's on the top of here, if it sits on the top of there, then I can actually read a poem that is in my documents rather than trying to, you know, go like that all the time or read it from a book. You want to know, ladies, you want to be inspired. Read Michelle's work. She is an inspiration to me, a pure beauty of a lady inside and out who wants nothing more than to raise awareness like myself. Read Michelle's books. There's another lady as well called Joni, and I'm sorry, I can't, the pronunciation of her name is I'm not very good with it. But there's another lady called Joni Cogliano, and I apologise, Joni, if you're listening. That's what you're meant to do with your pain, not to inflict it onto others. Never. It's not nice. But I am aware now, nearly 60 years into my life, that you can't change people. And you can't. And you'll lose years of your life trying. So don't. And also, I'm sorry, this is a very, very long video. I thought I'm swithering now with another collection, and I think it might be to do with unrequited love. I think it might be, because I think the you know, the jars and hearts, I think that's another thing that is worth, a subject worth covering, because there is so many people with broken hearts, and I have had my heart ripped to shreds and dissected on a plate many times. So I think that could be another poem, but not right at the moment. I'm just we had the interview yesterday. I've got a couple of other things that are, as I said, but I can't talk about them because they're not you know, they're not, it wouldn't be proper protocol to talk about them, and I'll leave it there. And I'm really sorry, but I'm not, because I get carried away if it's a subject that I'm passionate about, and I'm passionate about people that deliberately hurt pain, and I'm passionate about helping others to try and eradicate this kind of behaviour. I'll see you all very soon. As always, thanks for being here. Thanks for listening to me rant and rave, and look after yourselves, and I'll see you all real soon. Bye for now.